Hi there. Welcome to Saline County 4-H Wondrous Wednesday. I'm so glad that you decided to spend a little bit of your afternoon with me today. We're going to talk about healthy snacks and the winners of this past week's engineering challenge, and then also a challenge for this next week. So again, thank you for joining, and let's get started with our fun. So when I am talking to you about a healthy snack, there's some different things that might come to your mind, but I want to remind you that part of the 4-H pledge is that we will pledge our health to better living for our club, community, country, and world. So this is one of the foundation principles with our 4-H program. So it is a part of our 4-H pledge, and it's something that we very much believe in to make sure that the health of our 4-H members and families and community is very, very important, and you make the most of your health. So some fun facts. I know right now it's summertime and we've been doing social distancing, but it was interesting to me that a third of the calories that a youth will take in will be taken in or will occur after school. So when you hear about kids coming home starving from lunch or starving from school, that is true. They've been away from home all day and they are hungry, and a third of the calories will be consumed just as soon as they get home. So that was kind of interesting to me. So even if you're homeschooling, there's going to be a time when school is over, and you're probably going to be hungry at that point too. So it was kind of interesting. Snacks are okay. Healthy snacks particularly are okay. We want you to make sure that you're not going to eat them really close to mealtime. And the guide is offer a snack or have a snack a few hours after your meal, but then 1 or 2 hours before the next meal. And that way you should be hungry, but yet not ruin your meal when it's mealtime. So it's interesting also that we should eat every 3 to 4 hours throughout the day. And that is the youngest of our 4-H members all the way to our most adult leaders. It's just a good idea to have several small snacks and small meals during the day instead of having 1 or 2 times that you eat and you eat most of your calories. So particularly with younger children, their stomachs are smaller, and so they're going to need to eat a little bit more frequently because they're not going to be able to eat as large amounts. So they're going to be full very quickly just because their stomach is so much smaller. And then older kids still need to eat 3 meals a day, but probably, maybe 1 or 2 snacks, and that'll carry them over through the day. So one of the basics or base that I wanted to talk to you about was my plate. And 2 to 6, here's the list of the amount of grains and fruits and veggies, oils, dairy, and protein that someone 2 to 6 should eat. And if you'll notice, there's a kid-friendly My Plate over on the side of the screen. And with that, it shows half of your plate is fruit and vegetables. About a fourth of it is whole grains, and about a fourth is protein. And when we have oils or we have fats, we have the healthy ones. And then also we drink water during the day, and we have our dairy servings also. So when we go to our next age group of 7 to 13, there's a little bit of an increase because the bodies are going to be larger, they're going to be more active, they're going to need a little bit more fuel so they can go through their day with a lot of energy or with enough energy. And then if we look at the ages 14 to 18, the intake goes up just a little bit more. It's still the same foods. So whether we're very young or, again, we're the most adult volunteer leader, we still have the same nutrition needs. It's just the amount we eat, maybe the frequency. Those are some things that we consider for our health. So as I'm telling you all this, there's a lot of information and a lot of numbers. What do you do with it? How do you handle this? So just remember, the My Plate is just a visual, it's a picture of what your food should be, what it looks like every day when you eat. So it's just a visual reminder. You can close your eyes and think about how My Plate works for your food every day. Again, half of your plate is fruits and vegetables. A fourth is protein, and a fourth is a grain, and preferably half or more whole grains, and then include your dairy with those. So it's not that those are the 4 plates per day. And you're probably thinking, that's a lot of food. I can't eat all that at one time with all those different sections in my plate. That's okay. That's where your snacks come in. So maybe you have a grain, a protein, and a fruit. Then you can have a vegetable maybe for your snack in the middle of the day. So that's your total intake. If you were only going to eat 3 meals in the day, that's how you look at my plate. But our snacks come in with the things that we don't eat during those meals. And believe it or not, it really is pretty easy to do. So you want to be creative with your snacks. You want to have fun with your snacks. It doesn't have to be boring and plain snacks. So let's learn a little bit, a few tricks and techniques of how we can make sure we're having healthy snacks in our diet. One great thing, it's kind of an old school thing, is to have a fruit bowl. Have a bowl of fruit, of ripe produce that is on your counter or on your table. It's washed and ready. You have either picked it from the garden or from the fruit trees, or you've gotten it from the store and you've washed it and it is ready to go. So you don't have to worry about preparing a snack. You don't have to worry about what is a good healthy snack. It's already prepared and ready, and it's tasty and yummy, just available in the fruit bowl. Another thing you can do is in your refrigerator, you can just have a snacking station in the refrigerator. So as you see in this door, I believe there's some yogurt, there's some cheese, there's some fruit. You just open the door, and anybody in the family, whether they're a youth or an adult, they know this is the snacking section and I can get any of these things and they're healthy for me to eat. That's a really neat way to do it. You also can have just like snacking stations in the little Ziploc, or not Ziploc, but the little zipper baggies, just in little snack bags. So they're in a tray, they're in a container. You just know it's already pre-portioned out for the right size, and you just grab it and go. You can do this in your pantry, and if you don't have a pantry, you can do it in your cabinets. I think these are like dollar containers. That's what it looks like to me. I've seen a lot of these at places where you can buy them for $1, but it could be a shoe box, a cardboard or plastic. It doesn't really matter. It could be the box that you purchase things in, but just have it set and ready. And you know, if you go to this certain location in the kitchen, it is a family-friendly approved snack. If you have someone in your family that has food allergies, then they know that this is still a safe, healthy thing for a location, and a safe and healthy thing for me to eat. So it just sets it up. It takes a little bit of prep, but it makes a lot of sense in the long run, and it helps families out tremendously. So if we're looking at healthy snacks, a trail mix, that can be one you can make with dried fruit, pretzels, and a low sugar dry cereal. It could be some fruit and some cheese. That's a wonderful, healthy thing too. You could have a piece of low sodium lunch meat over a piece of apple. You could have nuts and fruit. You can also have baked chips and salsa. That's one of my favorites. I love Tex-Mex and love salsa. So as we look at your week 8 challenge, you have an option. There will be a recipe included that is a create a smoothie. And if you don't like that smoothie recipe or the combination, research your own and make your smoothie and take a picture of you making it, or after you've made it while you're enjoying it, or take a video and submit that for your challenge. You can also, there's going to be a handout for a complete meal salad. You choose protein, you choose dairy, you choose your vegetables, you choose your carbohydrate, you choose all the different food groups, and you make a complete meal salad based on the recipe. And there's lots of options and a lot of combinations with that. Again, make that. Take a picture of a video of you either making it or enjoying it and submit it. And then our third one is a little bit more advanced. On that one, I'm challenging you to research and find some recipes of healthy snacks and figure out a week's worth of healthy snacks that you or you and your family would eat. So make it of 7 days, an entire week, and pick snacks, whether it's 1 or 2 based on your age and your nutrition needs. If you need 1 or 2 snacks a day, and just write the names of it and take a picture or a video of one of those that you've made during the past week and submit that for your challenge. And as always, you're going to email those to Megan Malden, and she will collect those for the week. So this past week we had engineering, and I was just amazed at all the wonderful entries that were submitted. It was just so creative. It seemed a little bit intimidating to me, I'm going to be honest. I was a little scared of some of those things to think about coming up with ideas, but y'all weren't at all. You just knocked it out of the park, and it was just amazing. So I want to share just a few of the videos with you that were submitted. Let me set the computer up so you can see it better. This is one of ours. I love it at the ending when she says, "It works." It was amazing. And that was Abby, and that was her Rube Goldberg machine, and she was pouring cereal. So that was just amazing, Abby. You did very well. And our next one. And again, Emily, congratulations. That Rube Goldberg machine worked also at pouring cereal. That was amazing. And this week's Week 8 winner is, drumroll, Jeremiah. He's with the Lions Pride 4-H Club. And Jeremiah, he submitted this video, and I thought it was amazing. It seemed so complex, but he did a great job with it, and I want to share it with you now.
My name is Jeremiah, and this is for the 4-H engineering job. Someone's going to turn on this fan. The fan's going to blow the windmill, which through this pulley is going to pull a pin out, which releases a ball. The ball triggers the gun. The gun shoots the weight off the counter, and the weight then yank the cereal box up and flip it over and eat the cereal into the bowl.
Wasn't that amazing? It was just, it was so amazing that it worked, but then it was also just equally amazing to me when he jumped at the end. That was my absolute favorite part of that video. It was very complex what he did, but to see his joy and to see his excitement when it worked. So congratulations, Jeremiah. You did a great job with that. And that was Jeremiah with his Rube Goldberg machine that was pouring cereal. And I wanted to remind you that we're still here for you. I'm Kris Boulton. I'm one of your Saline County agents. Again, with your entries each week, be sure and email those to Megan. She is doing a great job collecting those, and she let me have pictures of those so I could share with that with you today. And then we also have Nicole Nichols. She's our ag agent, and we are all here to help you in any way we can. We want to help make sure that it's successful with your project work and what you're doing. So next week, we will have Vet Science with Megan. So again, thank you so much for spending some part of your day with us. And thank you, kids, for your submission. They are absolutely amazing each week. You just blow my mind at your creativity and your engineering. So this week, don't forget to do your Week 8 challenges, and those will be posted very shortly. Have a great week.